I'm Jessica Cameron. If you don't know my friend Ivan, he runs the Movie Boy channel. Sorry, we are live here over at the Grove.
Hello everyone, how are you doing?
Forgive the sound issues, or the lighting issues, or our makeshift tripod that we are like making it work, or our like new audience members. So yeah, we wanted to come over here and talk about the movie Ready or Not, and also love how like we've been here for 20 minutes and nobody's come near, and now that we're like filming, there's like everybody that's like, hey, we're gonna be here.
It's the only smoking section here too, so.
True. I don't smoke, Ivan does. No
yeah,
judgment.
I do.
Also, it's bad. Don't do it. It'll kill you. But speaking of things that will kill you, let's talk about this movie. So if you guys have not heard about Ready or Not is around a young woman who on her wedding night finds out that the man's family that she's marrying into requires her to play a game. And what we find out in the trailer is that this game is a deadly game of hide and seek, at which point she has to survive till dawn or else they will kill her. Surprise.
Sorry.
That's okay. So that is what we know from the trailer.
Yeah.
So heads up, this review will contain spoilers. It does star Samara Weaving.
Yes, one of my absolute favorite actresses.
Wonderful.
Like, I was a really big fan of her in The Babysitter, and of course, especially, my very favorite is Mayhem. James
By Joe Lynch.
Joe Lynch, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, totally beautiful movie.
Amazing.
But this goes in that tradition, and it is like, she is absolute badass in that movie. She's like one of the most kick-ass actresses that I've seen in a while. We're having a bunch of cameos happening.
It's fine. So long as they don't sign a waiver.
Yeah. So I like really enjoyed the way this movie was like generally done. You have like this atmosphere going on, like it's kind of a whodunit movie.
Well,
but not
what we normally do is the cast. So before we move on to what worked, the rest of the cast is round out by people that you will know. You probably recognize Andie MacDowell, who's fantastic in this. She's always really great.
Yeah, totally.
You got Henry Czerny, who shout out to Bucket Road. He is also in that little movie that I co-produced and have a small role in, directed by Matthew Curry Helms, which you should definitely see as well. And then Adam Brody, who you probably saw like in the OC and a bunch of stuff. I haven't seen him much as of late, but you'd recognize him and know him. And then there's a bunch of other people that you have probably seen in something, but you might not know them by name. Overall, I think the cast was really strong.
Yeah.
I thought they did a wonderful job of casting people that looked and felt like the parts.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely think that too. They had like, since this movie has like this general family tradition theme going on constantly, they keep this conservative tone of like, keep it in the family. The family is the most important thing you got going on vibe throughout the whole entire movie, and it works perfectly.
Yep. Now, what worked? For me, everything worked. Spoiler side note, I love this film. It's freaking great.
There's hardly anything that didn't work.
No,
everything was
worked.
so well, like from the cinematography to the acting, everything was just absolutely wonderful.
Oh, it was so well done. So effective. The setting was great. The people that were involved were great. Everything to me just felt authentic and believable. I loved, so many cameos. I loved the fact that the location worked so well for the story. It's this huge, beautiful mansion. So you do that environment and how they set it up. They effectively, like, you don't find out all the details right away, but you do find out in the first 2 acts pretty much that they feel like they have to play this game. It was like the one deal that one of their great ancestors made, and their wealth and their lives are dependent upon this deal. So they have to play this game.
It seems almost like more of a religious kind of thing, this whole entire concept of this game. It seems more religious, no problem, than like your typical kind of game. It's really like, if you don't play this, if you don't do this, you're going to fucking die.
Yeah. Not only you're going to die, but you could lose everything you have. Like, you owe all of your wealth, and the family is very dependent upon their wealth, and they're very open about that they need this for that. And it's a crucial part. So I thought that really worked well.
Yeah, it was absolutely
The effects were brilliant.
Yeah.
As a horror fan, I'm always like, are the effects well done? Do they work?
I'm just saying, without giving you way too much spoilers, there's a hand situation going.
I mean, we're spoiler heavy here. I even put the fact that there are spoilers in the heading. go. Sorry, I try to keep it stable because I suck at holding the camera.
Yeah, I know, but we have all this
We have
very small
friends.
passageway, and there's a lot of people like walking
They
through.
could go around, but they don't want to go
Yeah, they
around.
don't want car blocking the path.
Well, I mean, they could go around the car. Either way, back on track. No, I thought the effects were fantastic. Even the little kids were great. The kids and kids are really, they open the film and then the sister has 2 more little kids and they really do motivate a lot of the actions.
Yeah, they have a lot of like that bratty obnoxiousness you want your kids to have, like evil kids you want them to have in horror movies, but like that totally sinister, bratty, obnoxious kid. You will get a lot of those in this movie. It's like you really want to kill them. Like that's how awful they are.
Well, I didn't think they were awful. The 2 in the beginning of the movie, you feel for them.
Awful in that good way. That's what.
And then like the one in the one that's at the end, the one who shoots her. Yeah, you want to kill.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill her.
God damn it.
And she punches him, and I was like, that's like the least of what.
Yeah, that is so nice when she punches that kid.
Die, child, die.
Like I haven't felt so satisfied when a kid got so smashed in the face since the Ted movie. yeah. It's very comparable to that. Like when that kid gets punched out in the Ted movie, you pretty much get the same sensation, ready or not.
Now, what else? Location, the timeline. I really like the ticking clock. They have to get this done before dawn. You know, a little bit about a ritual. You find out a little bit later. It's a satanic ritual.
Yeah, that is like what really made it fun, and especially at the ending, how everybody explodes.
Yeah, the exploding people was freaking great.
Yeah, that had that.
And I like how there's like that moment where they're like, oh, nothing happened. Oh, okay. And then the shit starts to go down. Like, it gives you that moment you're like, maybe it could have been all a lie and nothing bad could happen and they're getting away with this. And then it continues on and you're like, oh, wait a second. No, there is no getting past this. This is just... It was giving you a moment of breathing room.
Yeah, it was. And then it just like slapped you in the face.
Yeah. I really liked the character arcs as well. I thought that everybody had a unique turn. Yeah. You know, the brother not helping her and then helping her, the husband trying to help her escape, thinking that he was going to kill the mother, and then coming to realize, having that epiphany moment, which was so wonderfully articulated, where he realized in front of her, oh my God, you're never going to be with me. We're never going to get past this.
Yeah, and that's where
what
he flipped,
causes him to turn once he realizes that there's no, he can either have the family and the money and still not have his bride, or he can not have the family, not have the money, possibly kill everyone, and not have the bride. And he chooses what's better for self-gain.
You mentioned that earlier. Like, the thing about this movie, what makes it so great is that the characters, they're not just black and white.
No.
They all have like these millions of different shades.
Yep.
And
they're always multidimensional.
And that makes the whole entire movie feel a lot realer. Yeah. And it makes you care for each of the characters more, even the ones you don't like. You feel them more. You can totally like grasp them as people and not as just like your typical movie cliches. Like this is your characters here are the exact opposite of, let's say, Friday the 13th characters who are completely generic and replaceable. I'm not saying that that's bad, but
in this one it works so well that they weren't. And I like seeing them come full circle. And I liked even the sister, the aunt rather, who's like a little old aunt. I thought she was a grandmother at first. She does look really old. I will say that's something that struck me as a little bit odd.
Yeah.
But that to me. But either way, that being said, because she looks more like your grandmother, and then you find, oh no, she's the sister from the opening of the movie. Yeah. So I really like that tie around too, where she was like, no, the son might surprise you, and then he does.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and that's what worked really well.
It did. Now, what didn't work for you?
Actually, there's hardly anything. It's just that like some things you see them coming from a mile away. Like just like some things are going to happen. Like that hand thing is going to become an issue. Like that she is not going to get away with that car. Like it's just tropes you've seen before. And
so I don't. Yeah. The other
you know that they're not going to work out, but
true.
It's really not anything that ruins the experience. Even though you know that these things are not going to work out, you know that she's not going to make it to get away with that car, you do still care. And I think...
And fuck you, Justin.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you, Justin.
I love that banter. By the way, sorry, the other thing I meant to mention that I loved is I like the sense of humor with this movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was genuinely quite funny and really, really cleverly funny. And I think, too, again, like that moment with her and the OnStar, it's not OnStar, but whatever the movie equivalent of OnStar is, when he's like, the car has been reported stolen. I'm sorry, there's nothing that we can do.
And that's like the thing generally about Samara Weaving, like, she likes to lose her shit in movies, and I love that. I love it when she starts spewing obscenities. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of sexy when she does.
Oh,
it.
it's totally sexy, and she's so good at it.
Absolutely.
And it was so effective. Really, really,
Yeah.
really, 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 really well done. The one thing for me that didn't quite work for me, which I think is a miss, not a major deal, again, where I still love the movie and I highly recommend it. I can't wait to see it. But the one thing that didn't feel strong for me was the fact that the game could be a whole bunch of easy games where it's literally like you sit down and play cards.
Yeah.
Or a life and death game.
Yeah.
I feel like they all should have had
Some
a
kind
bigger
of a twist.
consequence or something. Maybe not all where you could die, but something where it's like you could have lost an arm or you could have lost something. I feel like there should have been more of that.
Checkers for body cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, like right where it would have to me been a little bit more interesting and unique, and it just would have felt more authentic, I think, to me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think so too.
You know, and when like they talk, well, I had to play Old Maid. What the fuck is that? Nobody plays Old Maid.
I know.
You know what I mean? So that, and then also like referencing that the one son had seen the ghost, to me that was kind of like throwaway. I'm like, why go there? But then I think they tied it in with showing him at the very end.
Yeah, that was nice. Like, you have to pay attention to that. Like, if you look away while that's going on, you might have missed it. But you do see when the building starts burning up, you do see the guy sitting in this chair, like the leader of the family shortly.
I also like all of the employees are basically on the family side, which makes sense because guess who's paying them? And they're also drastically outnumbered. Like at first I was like, oh my god, why as like the maid in the, what's it called? The dumbwaiter, why did you call for them? But I'm like, wait a second, think about it. You know that all these people are trying to kill her. Yeah. Do you really want to, I mean, it would take an incredibly strong person to be like, I am going to try to help you, knowing that would put me at risk of dying.
Yeah.
Or do I go with like the people that pay me, who have more money than God, who don't want to hurt me? Do I help them?
Yeah.
Like, that's like when doing the right thing versus like suffering is tricky. So I bought it. I like that. I like the dumbwaiter death too because I also bought that. I thought that was really
clever. That was really cool. Yeah. That was one of my favorite deaths in the movie.
Yeah.
As well.
I also like the fact that like the sister kept on accidentally killing people.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. And she was like the dumbass. I will say they kind of hit her drug use a little bit over the head. We see her like she's references to cocaine when she first meets Samara before the game starts. Then we see her doing more cocaine. Then we see her popping pills. Then we see another reference to like,
well, I think that was like supposed to make it the comic. Right?
Correct, but I feel like you could have used one less and it would have not been over the, like it was almost
been so over the top.
It felt very like it became a shtick for me.
Yeah, but I think they wanted it to be a shtick.
I'm sure they did. I would have preferred it to be a little bit less. Like I don't have to get hit over the head 10 times that she's a drug addict idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we get that when she shoots the first two people in the face.
I know.
We see that with, like, the subtle, like, you know, rubbing of the nose. We see that when she, like, then does a bunch more cocaine in the mirror. Like, we see it. We get it. We understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even, like, and also with Adrian Brody, also a similar thing. I feel like they hit his alcoholism a little bit over the head. He's clearly drunk through the whole movie. So we don't need to see him like constantly referencing going to get more drinks, going to get a drink. We see him with a drink in our hand. We can deduce that he got a drink.
Yeah.
He doesn't, that line of dialogue to me just felt very repetitious.
That's true.
So, but just again, personal preference and small tweak. Overall, I love this film.
I love this movie too.
I loved it. To me,
Absolutely.
it's like maybe my favorite film of 2019.
It's in my top 5.
It's like, yeah, it's in my top 5 for sure too.
Yeah.
I loved it. Would you recommend it? Obviously, yes.
Absolutely.
Go see it, and definitely support this in theaters.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, I personally love this more than Chapter 2. So.
Yeah, totally. Like.
So if you're gonna spend your dollars at the theater,
go see Ready or Not, and not it. That's for sure.
Well, I think it's so powerful.
It is.
It's so good. It's so fun, and it's honestly just like a really great time at the theater.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you laugh a lot. You have fun. You anticipate.
Fun.
You get excited because you care for these characters.
Yeah. Even the ones that you're like, you could die. I don't like you, but I'm entertained by you.
Yeah, exactly.
Even like the chumpy husband of like the fuck up daughter.
Yeah.
You're like, you want to see him die, and like it's funny. Like he's like texting his like family shit as like the bride is jumping out the window behind him.
Yeah, I know, totally.
And I like even like the passerby that drove off. All that stuff just worked really, really well. It was very clever. Like it was really, really,
it was very
really,
well
really,
timed,
really
too.
Clever, really well written, really timed. I think it's a great film, and I kind of encourage everyone to go see it. And I will link after the fact this lovely man's channel below. He does a channel called The Movie Void, So definitely check that out. We're going to be releasing Phantasm review in a couple days,
Yeah.
and he's in that Hot Tub horror movie review as well.
Yay!
And
we should
as
do
always,
more of those.
we
Like,
should.
my hot tub is ready for action again.
And don't forget to hit the like button down below and also subscribe. I produce new videos here all the time. Stay tuned for a lot more live footage, including this Sunday and so Saturday we are going to be at Six Flags Horror Movie opening night. Sunday we are at Universal Hollywood Horror Night with Dani and Heather Dorff. We're going to be doing some live videos. I'm going to be doing some other filming stuff so that there will be an actual properly edited video as well, because those are some of my favorite horror events of the season. So I cannot wait to take you along with me. As you guys know, October is our busy month, so let's get it good, and have a great fucking time. Anything else you want to say?
Check out my channel.
Hit subscribe, like, bell notification, and we will all see you all soon. Thanks for joining us. Go see the movie, comment down below if you have, and your thoughts.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, and 10 billion bonus points if you join the Patreon. Even $1 a month helps us create the original content. Thank you. Great quest. Bye.
You got those lines.